Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Better Minecraft. Now, today we are focusing on updating some of my builds. Now that I have two new mods in here, first and foremost, I need to get some shutters on this. I actually want to update this glass because it doesn't match with any of the other glass we have around. Even though I want to keep the green aesthetic, I want to make it match the area it's in a bit better. But luckily, we have chipped now because I thought to download it. So I'm actually going to spend the entire first part of this episode making every single chipped workbench and then putting it in the top of this building. Just so this can become a workshop of sorts. Granted, that also means I need to get all that stuff together. I also need to run around quickly and fix my gear. I probably should have done that before starting this episode. Oops. And we're going to take this glass blower. And how this works is you walk up to the crafting table, just plop it in, and then you have a bunch of different ones. And there we go. That just gives us a texture that's a bit more similar to the windows we already have, so it blends a little bit better when it's exterior. Can probably do a bit more touch stuff with it, like I could probably put a little bit of the vinery lattices along the outside of it, probably to help blend it a bit more to the area it's in. But for now, that's helpful. And I know I said in the last video that my next goal is going to be to get this up, but due to starting a new series, you guys probably saw that. I should probably do some explaining on that series as well in this video. That series is going to be completely a lore video roleplay kind of thing. The entire introduction of that video took me almost 2 days to record, just to get everything I wanted in there and everything else like that. The entire story to that will be just, I'm only going to play that world when I'm in it and recording. So there's not going to be like any massive builds. There's not going to be anything major. There is mine colonies in there. So if you want to see me build a giant village, that will still happen. But instead it'll just be the colonists building it, not me. I'll be doing all the decorative bits, which is what I'm good at. Like the pathways and the gardens, framing everything. I'll be the one doing all of that. But colonists will be handling everything else. And it was built because I got tired of having two very grindy series. I hate to say it, but this series has become a little bit of a grindy one, but it's because I'm grinding to get some major projects done. I have this big escalated platform I want to do. I have a village I need to finish. All of this because I want to go to the next version of Better Minecraft. Essentially, I think there's a train going by my house. Oh no. I need to finish this intro before that happens. Essentially, it's just a series that's more in tune with what I like to play. So I have something that's a little bit more relaxing for me. And then this series is more of my hard focus, gotta build big type of series. So if you like bigger builds, this is the series to watch. If you prefer something that's a little bit more roleplay, kind of D&D-esque, then that other series will definitely be more your style. But with that said, let me go ahead and get started on decorating this pathway, because that's what we're doing today. We're doing the decoration for that platform in the back there. You can kind of see it. I want to finish up that platform. I'm going to finish up this pathway in this video. That's what we're going to do. And the train is coming. I'm going to have to end this off pretty quickly. Let's go. Also, now that the train is passed, I do have these two botany pots going in here. This one is for flax, which is for making, of course, the upper stories to these buildings. It's up there. And then I have glow lichen going in here. Originally, there was vines going in here. That's the reason there's so many in here. But both of these came with me from where I was AFKing. Oh, wrong thing. Up here at this base. This is my AFK area. I was up here AFKing, and I had a bunch of botany pots just going so that I didn't like waste time. But yeah, I had vines going originally. I just now put glow lichen in there because I was like, I could use a bit more of that. So Yeah. Okay, I've grabbed every single box I may possibly need. Here we go. The upper floor to this building is now finally done. It's been long enough. And I just realized I have next to no coarse dirt. Let me run with this box and go fill this up. Okay. Now. I've gotten all of that done. I do have the box with you in it and the jungle grapes. Let's go. Means I can, in fact, do what I was planning on doing, which is using this to kind of hide it. Okay, and that thoroughly designs this little alleyway going out to the beach over here, which is very cluttered, which I don't see any reason for people to actually fully go down this way. So I think I'm going to go grab, I don't know, maybe some, hold on, does Chip have different versions of barrels? Oh my word, if I could talk. It has different hay bales. I'll probably do a few of those. It does have some of these boxed variants. Can probably grab a few of those. There we go. That closes off the back way a bunch more. And this front area is a little bit closed off too. So it makes it where this doesn't feel like truly like a walkthrough. It's more of, this is just a storage area. You'll probably work in one of the chipped workbenches actually just back here. Because that's kind of what I want to do eventually over time, is work the benches in to places. And I think... I wonder, I don't want to put the carpentry bench out there. Just like put it here. Yeah. That helps. Now I need to fix up this alleyway, because this one's actually a walked one. Because there is actually like a little apartment back here that I still need to decorate and stuff like that. So this is actually going to be a walked one. I need it to be a little bit more open, but I still want the overgrown effect back here. That definitely gives us a greenery effect going down through that alleyway. Now to continue that effect going forward a bit more. And that continues that going forward to this house. Okay. Now we're on to the little square bit, where I did in fact actually want some trees planted. Some very large trees to help kind of with the line of sight from the upper areas. Now there's going to be more buildings and stuff, so it isn't going to be like just a straight shot to see down there. I still got to get more buildings in the way. But this will help with line of sight from up further. Okay, and there we go. That definitely helps. Will kind of bring your focus to the roads and not trying to veer off the path anywhere. Definitely want to bring in some more greenery along these. Okay, now to go inside of this, and I feel like this has actually been like a proper entrance into this little area. So I think both of these little 2-block areas should definitely be like focused entrances. And I feel like there should be a little bit of coarse dirt in here because people have definitely walked in here. I mean, evident by the fact that there's literally grapes everywhere out here. Also, I think one of the buildings I'm going to have to build down in between these two is definitely like a winery area. Not like a full vineyard. I mean, the place where they process all of that. Winery type of area. So a lot of barrels, kegs, things of that nature. Place where they process it, store it kind of area. I feel like that needs to be over there somewhere. There we go. That feels definitely better. Less strain on the eyes with having less flowers. go. Now let me texture out the path. Alrighty, and there we go. The pathway around this guy is now textured. Now, I didn't want to do much texturing on the inside of this because it is already very busy on the inside of this. I am going to throw a bit of packed mud going into it, but I don't want it to be too terribly busy on the inside of this. So I'm just going to keep the coarse dirt on the inside of this. Now, I have got to get on finishing texturing out the street. That means removing all of these boxes and moving them elsewhere. The shulker monster continues to move with me as I continue the project. Okay, and that continues the greenery around. I did put some firewood logs here. Did put a touch of different colored greenery because we have very muted everywhere else where it's very deep purples and very light pinks and white. This is very definitely blue and yellow. That brings your eyes a little bit up. Not very much, but it is different enough for you to go, what's up there? So it does bring the eyes up just a little bit. Now, I think my next goal is going to be coming around the back end of this building. I kind of want to try and polish off as much of this project right here as possible, so I don't have to come back here. Of course, I'm going to have to come back here in between episodes and, like, do all the decor bits and stuff like that. But for right now, just doing the exterior is my main focus. There we go. Few little raised beds back here. Now, I do want to shove a composter back here, so maybe a farmer will actually apply themselves back here whenever I go to release the villagers, because my villager breeders are going to be opened whenever I finish this thing, and I'm just going to release the villagers kind of everywhere. Just for kind of the final walkthrough. So I'm hoping that certain villagers will apply themselves in certain areas. So maybe I'll try and get a farmer villager to apply themselves somewhere back here. It's a hope. Also, the reason I'm doing rich soil in these beds and using up kind of that precious resource is because this will keep weeds from developing within my garden plots. I figured this out with my peanut patch that's over here, this one, because I kept having weeds spawn over there. I need to be able to do the entire thing back here with that so it stops becoming weeds, but I am constantly, as you can see, making more rich soil. So I'm not too angry about producing something more. Okay, I definitely feel like there should be like a wheelbarrow or something over here. And that kind of makes like a little bit of a farming area in the heart of like a city of some kind. Definitely helps since most of this area is just going to be greenery. It's not going to be actually farmland or anything. So having little spots like this where it's definitely a farming area is great. That is a very large potato. It's right next to the water, so I'd expect that. I think I'm definitely going to take some of my lily pads and bring those in to kind of help. Okay. That finishes this area. Bunch of greenery, some storage over this way. Now, I'm not going to be able to do the interior of this house yet, but I definitely think this is like the main farmer's house. Like they were kind of the first person to settle around here and everybody just kind of popped up around them. But this house is not going to be decorated for a while because it is currently my storage area. So there's that. Bunch of little raised beds. Could probably throw in like some of these little smaller planters. And probably throw in like some of the wild crops I have. And there we go. And these are all just wild crop variants, meaning that these are technically crops. So they do belong here quite well. Now, I think that is honestly where I'm going to end the video for today. I actually got quite a bit done. That was decoration all throughout the entirety of this area. Changed out the glass on this, and then did all the decoration for all of this. And all the way down into here. This is what we did in the last video. So now all of this matches down into here. Has all that same energy. Now I am going to do one last thing before I fully log off, which is to decorate the creeper farm. And by decorate, I mean throw a whole bunch of leaves on it and hope it doesn't look funny. And there we go. That covers this. Now, I didn't put any of the jungle grapes over here just yet. I kind of want to see what this looks like with the red grapes fully grown in. Not to mention I'm out of lattices, which means I'm going to have to go make some more. But with what I had, this is what I've got. I did, in fact, go around the back. I do have a few lattices back here. And then, of course, we did this side earlier in the video. So that fully does the greenery for this street. Well, this portion of the street. Next episode, we're going to be working on the street going down to the bigger project. So we're going to be starting this street. That's going to be towards the end of the video. And then we're going to be completely finishing this project in the next episode. This project, if you don't know, is a raised platform I've been working on. Many of you probably know because this series is getting up there in episodes. So this is over here. I still need to take down the further back piece so I can actually edit it to be like this. Also, I did run by a swamp biome to get more of these and more of the lily pads. So I do have another full stack of all of those so I can actually be able to do the rest of this stuff. Because I do plan on expanding this stuff down into here and through all of this. Because I still have a whole nother lake down here I have to decorate. So that's definitely going to be a thing. So in next episode, we're going to be starting with this project and finishing this project. Just so I can fully get the full vibe of this area. I also need to figure out another place to stick a spore blossom in this area because we don't have the spore blossom effect throughout this entire street. But I do have more spore blossoms going in my AFK area, so I will definitely be doing that in between episodes. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!